Hi there, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Romax Steel series. This is the Steel-G and this is the Steel-R. So what's the difference between these two? Well, the G stands for gravel and the R stands for road. They do both share the same tube set though. These are Columbus THRON tube sets and they both have a full carbon fork with a full carbon steerer, but they're just set up a little differently. So as I said before, in the Romax series we try to encompass sort of the three groups of cycling that we're targeting, and that's cyclocross, road, and gravel. So the geometry on these bikes tends to lean a little bit more towards the road side of things. I'm not saying anybody would really choose these as their first choice for cyclocross, but for road or gravel they work great. So the difference is really in just in the setup. The Steel-R is set up with a full Ultegra drivetrain system. I shouldn't say that. It's Ultegra drivetrain system with Ultegra shifters, Ultegra front crank, but it has an 800 series clutched GRX rear derailleur. The GRX is set up as a 1x with GRX 600 series shifters and crankset, but with a GRX 800 series clutched rear derailleur and 11 to 42 tooth cassette. So as I said, this is a 1x setup, so it's super simple. It's great for doing things like riding gravel. On the road, you're not going to get quite as tight of spacing on the rear cassette as you will with the R, because the R is a 2x system. So this one has 2 gears on the front and 11 on the back, with an 11 to 34 with a standard compact crank, a 50-34. So this gives you a 1-to-1 gear ratio, also a tighter set of gear ratios. So if you're going to be doing a lot of long distance riding or a lot of road riding, this is definitely a better setup than this one. But if you want to do a little bit more technical terrain, single track and gravel riding, long distance gravel, the frames have lots of mounting points on it. As you can see on the front fork, there is a triple mount. There's a set of double top tube mounts, triple down tube mounts. There's also another set of double mounts on the bottom of the down tube, and there is another water bottle mount, a double on the C tube. And of course both of them have multiple points for racks, panniers, those kind of things. Both these frames are internally routed, so it makes for a nice clean look on them. Both these bikes have Shimano hydraulic brake systems for tons of power and modularity. So like I said, both these bikes will do pretty much anything you want them to do, but if you are spending most of your time on the road and you're looking for long distance road riding, the Steel-R fits that a little bit better than the Steel-G. So who are the Steel-G and R for? The Steel-G is a bit more for the backcountry rider, gravel rider. You of course can use this on the road, no problem. And the Steel-R is a little bit more focused on the road, but it absolutely can work on light gravel, gravel fire roads, long distance touring, adventure touring, things like that. These things are gross. I hate them. Actually, so many mosquitoes here.